Just as I was about to film this waiver wire video, I got news that John Madden had passed away. For those that don't know, um, here's my little story about John Madden. Um, I played the video game quite a bit and was obsessed with it. My goal was to win the Madden Challenge, the big tournament. I got kind of far, and I would play a lot of Madden franchise. And John Madden was one of my idols growing up. And I kind of left playing Madden franchise and which is a lot like fantasy football in a way, right? You manage your team from the ground up, and I kind of took that energy and didn't really play video games much and put that into fantasy couch and fantasy football. And I was doing a lot of videos, and I was fortunate enough to have gotten a call and worked with John Madden. It was a charity event, and I was able to meet him and work with him in this awesome charity event. And I got the call back and was able to work with him and a lot of other people within the NFL circle, and did that for 5 years, and got to meet him. And he's his own person, man. He's really one of a kind. He's really different. And it was great to see somebody who was so different and just had just a different mindset and just in his own lane, and that he was so successful, so beloved, and such a legend, the biggest football legend ever. And it kind of showed me that, hey, you don't have to be this type of mold. You don't have to be this exact person with the suit and tie or follow by these rules or whatever. He was always like, he didn't give a crap really about anything except like, hey, come here and win games. And that was awesome. And he was just set in his own ways. That's what a lot of people said. John Madden's a guy who's set in his own ways. And yeah, my idol. Fortunate enough to work with him for 5 years. R.I.P. John Madden. We will be having the turducken one last time for our couch draft party. And he made the turducken popular. That's how I know about it. So in his honor, we'll be having one last turducken for the couch party. So R.I.P. John Madden. All right, we'll move on to the waivers. And I did want to just do this at the end and do a normal waiver video, but it's just wasn't genuine. Like, this what happened. This is what I'm feeling. Unfortunately, somewhat of a sad video, but it's just real life. This is what happened, and we're still going to do the waivers, but it is what it is. All right. So there's not too many quarterbacks, running backs, and wide receivers that are going to help you. Really, not too many positions really at all, except defense and kicker. But we do have Trey Lance, Jimmy Garoppolo. It's looking like he's probably going to miss Week 17. And I do love Trey Lance going against the Texans. If you can't get him, here's the list of other quarterbacks to get. We got Carr, Mac Jones, Big Ben, Nick Foles. If he even plays, we probably could rank him much lower, actually, because I don't even know if he's going to start. So let's just put him right here. Wouldn't realistically pick him up. Davis Mills, who's been averaging 265 yards per game through the air the last 3 games. Taylor Heineke could be a little bit of a bounce back game going against the Eagles. Tua, Tannehill, and we got Nick Foles at 9 now. Sam Ellinger could be starting. Now, Carson Wentz was definitely looking like He was out, definitely out. And the NFL changed the rules, and now it's looking like Carson Wentz has a shot of playing Week 17. We'll see, and then we'll see what the mess is going on with the Giants quarterbacks. All right. For running backs, it's looking like Clyde Edwards-Helaire is going to be out this week. So go get Darrell Williams if you need a running back, a Chiefs running back. And Jordan Howard's going to be the lead back for the Eagles. It's looking like he's able to play, but we'll see. Maybe not. They just signed Kerryon Johnson. So just keep tabs on all this. If for some reason Jordan Howard is out, then Boston Scott would be an absolute must pick up. And, I got Rex Burkett on this list. You don't really want to start him, do you? Even though I was wrong last week and he did amazing. Cam Akers may actually suit up and be active and go to the game and everything. With Darrell Henderson out and Cam Akers been looking good in practice. He didn't play last week, but he's activated. He might actually get some run now. I don't know if anyone who's just insane enough and bold enough to actually start him Week 17 in the fantasy playoffs. But, hey, he might be worth an add. And for those of you that play Week 18, definitely worth a stash, I'd say. Then we have Dare Ogunbowale. I think I got that pretty close. Could be the starting running back for the Jags. Derek Gore, backup running back for the Chiefs. David Johnson and Craig Reynolds. For wide receivers, it's kind of messy here. Like I got Isaiah McKenzie at number 1, but realistically, you don't want to pick him up and start him, just to be honest. Khalif Raymond's going to be a top receiver for the Lions. We know that Swift is hurt. He might be back, maybe not. Hawkinson's definitely out, and it's looking like Josh Reynolds is likely out as well. Believe he was placed on the COVID-19 list. I might be wrong if he's for sure out or maybe out. It's looking like he's very likely out, but we'll see about that. Devontae Parker could be a big bounce back game this week. Put up a dud last week. He had 0 targets Monday Night Football Week 16. We got MVS could be coming back. Alan Lazard, Nico Collins, Byron Pringle. I'm a big fan of this guy. Not necessarily a guy you want to be starting in fantasy, but I'm a big fan of his. Josh Palmer and KJ Osborne. Josh Palmer could get a boost. We know that Mike Williams was definitely out, but they changed the rules, so I'm not sure how that's going to go. Look, I don't know the rules. I'm just going to be honest. I have my community I always ask, and I know like 80% of the COVID protocols and whatnot, but other than that, I don't know everything, and it literally just changed today and made it easier for players to come back even if they're not vaccinated and they were put on the reserve COVID list. And I don't know if I said KJ Osborne at 9. For tight ends, you don't really want to start or pick up any of these last two, number 8 or 9, James O'Shaughnessy and John Bates. Those are only extreme deep leagues, extreme desperate situations. But if you can, go ahead and try to get number 1, Gerald Everett, then 2, Cook, 3, Uzama, 4, Conklin, 5, Kmet, 6, Evan Ingram, 7, Brevin Jordan, Texans tight end. And those last 2 are deep, extreme situations. Okay, for defenses, if you want to try to get one of these top 6 defenses, I think top 8 is actually good as well. Top 6, top 8. And if you can't, top 11 will do. And on the next page that I got, that's only for deep leagues. You don't want any of those guys. But if you can get a top 6 or top 8, I think you're going to be in a good situation this week. Patriots D going against the Jags. Bucks D going against the Jets. Saints D going against the Panthers. You keep tabs on those teams for sure. Who's the quarterback for the Panthers, injury situations, and we had like 22 players out this past week for the Saints, and their defense still played amazing. Little surprised that they did. That they have a lot of heart and a lot of skill. Bills D going against the Falcons. Bears D going against the Giants. I mean, these defenses are elite. I'm naming elite matchups or elite defenses. Niners D going against the Texans, another elite option. And then we have the Seahawks D going against the Lions. I'd be comfortable starting them. They should be good. But, I mean, these Seahawks, man, they're so disappointing. Quite frankly, they're embarrassing. They're a mess. but they should still ball out against the Lions. And then we have the Colts D going against the Raiders. Now, only reason I don't have them ranked higher or it's hard to really rank them much higher, but Carson Wentz situation is going to be a problem. If I got Carson Wentz, I'm more confident in this team, and how smooth things are going to run without him could be a little bit more messy and unpredictable. Regardless, the Colts D puts up points no matter what the matchup is. And against the Raiders, I have a lot of confidence in them. So try to snag one of these top 8. If not, go with the Titans, Eagles, Browns, deeper leagues, Chargers, Rams, Dolphins, Steelers, Cowboys, or Panthers defense. For kickers, you want to try to get one of these top 6 options. A little asterisk on number 6 because he is on the COVID reserve list. So keep tabs on him. Make sure he's back. Make sure he's good. Make sure he's healthy. So for kickers, you want to get one of these top 6 if you can. Tyler Bass going against the Falcons. Nick Folk going against the Jags. He will bounce back. He will be good. Ryan Suckup going against the Jets. Elite option. Greg Zuerlein going against the Cardinals. This could be the highest floor kicker this week. So Greg Zuerlein is guaranteed to get you a lot of extra point attempts and or field goals and make most of them. I think this is going to be a very safe kicker if you're looking for the sure thing. He's rostered in a lot of leagues, but just wanted to say that I have a lot of confidence in Greg Zuerlein. Hard to really pinpoint if he's going to get you those field goals and score a lot, but like I said, high floor. Like he's guaranteed pretty much to get you those 4 or 5 fantasy points. Then at number 5, we have Robbie Gould. Number 6, Harrison Butker, an elite option if he's healthy. And then after that, those are the ideal guys, right? The top 6. After that, if you can't get one of those 6, go for Evan McPherson, the Bengals kicker, Mason Crosby, the Money Badger, Michael Badgley, Daniel Carlson, Matt Prater, Brandon McManus, Jake Elliott, Jason Myers. Great matchup, but I don't trust him. Inaccurate. Could be off the team soon. I don't know if he'll be in the league much longer. Randy Bullock, Jason Sanders, Cairo Santos, and Brett Maher, the Saints kicker. All right, guys. That's it for this video. Rest in peace, John Madden, American football legend. And that's it. See you guys on the next one. Good luck this week. Go get that W, baby.